Hello and welcome to Ellen Ruth Soap. I'm Ellen and today I'm going to be making a really beautiful, hopefully beautiful soap using this fragrance. It's called Cashmere Fig from Wholesale Supplies Plus. And it smells very sort of luxurious to me, sort of warm and fall-ish. I think cashmere sweaters and fig. I don't know, it just has a really warm smell to me. So I want to do a tonal color scheme. So this says that it can discolor to a light yellow, which is fine with the colors that I'm using. I'm going to be using Magic Mushroom, which is a shimmery brown, and Caramel Brown Butterscotch. And then with the sort of cream yellow of the soap, I want to just do a subtle swirl and maybe do some piping rosettes on top and just keep this very tonal. I don't know, it just sounded cool to me. For my liquid portion, I'll be using coconut milk. And again, this is a guar gum free, so no additives, just a pure coconut milk. And I like that for soap. If you get into guar gum and different additives, or if there's sugars in there, it can speed up your trace and just kind of mess with the consistency. But this makes for a wonderful, luxurious soap. It's good for your skin. It creates a great lather. It's very creamy. So I'll be using coconut milk in this soap, and I'm going to get everything pulled together and get my hair pulled back and get my piping bags ready to go, and we'll make some really luxurious sort of warm cashmere fig soap. All right, I've got all of my oils and butters melted in here, and to this I'm going to add my dry additives, which is my colloidal oats, 2 tablespoons of colloidal oats, and 2 tablespoons of white kaolin clay. I add those in just about everything. Just really love how it makes the soap feel. And to this, I'm also going to be adding my coconut milk that I have water discounted from my lye solution. So it's so good and creamy. I just really love how milks are in soaps, whether it's goat milk, coconut milk, oat milk, love it all, and aloe vera juice. I just think those additives just kind of take your soap right up over the top. I think it just adds something special. So I'm going to go ahead and get these blended into my oils and let those dry ingredients absorb up in there, and then we'll move on to our next step. All right, we're ready to move on. I got my lye solution ready to go here, which has Tussa silk fibers, and sodium lactate, and before I added the lye crystals, I had a tablespoon of cane sugar. That's what's going on in here. And again, it was a steep water discount to accommodate for all the coconut milk that we have in here. And a caution with lye and water discounts is whatever volume of sodium hydroxide lye that you're using, you can never go under that in your liquid. You always have to have at least that much liquid or more. So when you're doing a water discount, that's as low as you can go, is however much lye you have. So got this going on. I'm going to stir to emulsion and split off for my colors. Let me show you. I've got 2 piping bags ready to go with just my little star tips on there. So I'm going to save off some of the color swirl to do some piping on top if everything's, behaving. I think what I want to do, since this is going to just be very tonal and sort of almost like a sepia theme I'm going for, is just do a little bit of a wispy swirl, and I will use my hanger swirl tool, which is a gear tie or a cable tie. Those are the names it's called. It's flexible, and it comes in multi-packs or singles. You can get it at Walmart, hardware store, Amazon. I'll have a link below. And these are just wonderful because you can bend them to fit whatever size mold you have. So I'll be using my hanger swirl just to make some really wispy little swirls on the inside, and then the piping on top. That's what I'm thinking. I want this to be just, the cashmere fig made me just think of sepia tones. It's just a nice fragrance like that. And I have it off to the side. I'm going to add it individually to the colors because I've never worked with this fragrance. So just proceeding with caution here. Normally, if I know a fragrance, I'll put it in my oils, but if I'm not sure and I haven't read a ton of reviews, I'll go ahead and just save it off and add it individually, which is fine. Some people only do it that way, and that's great. I'm just not a very good volume eyeballer. Some people can just pour off, and I'm not good at eyeballing, so if I know I want fragrance and everything, I like to just add it to the whole bulk. But anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Make sure this gets emulsion going here, and then we'll split off for our colors, get our fragrance in there. So our weather here in Tennessee, it just, somebody flipped a switch. The humidity went down and the temperatures went down, and it just feels gorgeous outside. It's sometimes in the middle of summer, I'm like, why in the world did we retire in Tennessee? I'm gonna melt. But then fall comes and I remember, I'm like, oh yeah, it's gorgeous. So it is beautiful. The leaves on the trees have just started turning a little bit, and all the deer, my husband and I go for a couple mile walk every single morning, and the deer are coming out and running around. And I love spring is bunny season. We see bunnies everywhere, and in the fall is deer and turkey season. See them out everywhere. Okay, we've got emulsion going. All right, so it's a little loose, but I'm going to get it in the piping bag. I'll do the side test here, and it's holding a little. This one's holding a little better. Let's see here. There's my side test. And it's not slooping down too much. It's holding on the sides. But I'm going to go ahead and just put it in the piping bag. It's holding a little. Get it in the piping bag, and then we'll just take it from there. I had a little extra piping, and so I just piped some rosettes that I will save for a rainy day project. They're just beautiful, and so I'll just let those cure and we'll save them for another day. So it's the next day. Let's get this wonderful cashmere and fig out of the mold. I am loving those colors. Can't wait to see the inside of this. And I did steam this earlier this morning, so it does have a little shine to it. That is from the steaming. All right, let's get into these awesome cashmere fig bars, and I'm just loving the color. Oh my goodness, I love a good hanger swirl. And these are a little bit short because, again, me and guesstimating. I am just a fail at guesstimating how much batter to pull off. If you bring me into a crowded room, I can't tell you how many people are in there. But so with my extra, I did all these little rosettes for another project. But let me show you something just to give you a clue. So this is what the top looks like steamed. I didn't steam these, and there they are dull. So you can see how it just kind of brings out the depth. Before I use these, I might steam them a little. But anyway, I just thought it was neat to kind of see the difference right up close and personal. But that's why my bars are a little bit short, because I pulled off so much batter. I need to get better at estimating how much to pull off for piping. Because you definitely, I don't want to run short, like, you know, not have enough to cover it, but then I end up with too much, and oh my. So that's my issue, but I am loving these. The tonal, they're kind of sepia, and this fragrance is supposed to discolor to a light yellow. I didn't put any TD in there, so we'll see if it kind of yellows out and these will get like really sepia toned, but I am just loving these. I think they're so pretty and they smell really warm. This is a very gentle fragrance. I would say if you aren't sure what kind of fragrances you like, this would be a safe one. It's very soft and gentle and warm. Pretty crazy about these. I may have to keep one of these for myself. I so often don't keep any soaps for myself. I just use like end pieces or scrap batches, but these are pretty. I might indulge myself, and the coconut milk will make for a wonderful lather, so loving it.